Hey, y'all, welcome back to Media Monday. Cynthia Mallard, good to see all of you again. As I always say every week, thanks for tapping back in with me. Literally, I cannot wait to get to you guys every week just to share some of my knowledge, just kind of in the media and broadcast and, on camera, behind the camera world. And it blows me away every week. Some of you guys' questions, just the comments, just everything that you relate to me, whether it's about my media, whether it's about my career, or even just my personal life, guys. I totally welcome your comments. And it's so cool and it's so encouraging. So before we get on to today's Media Mondays, and like I said, really, it's a different one, right? It's a really different one today that I could not wait to bring to you. It comes from my heart. It absolutely comes from my heart, comes from several conversations. And it comes from some of you guys' frustration also, right? Along with mine too. And you'll see exactly what I am talking about in just a few. But before we do that, we got to take care of the business, right? I need you guys to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's mine. It's Studio Set Stage with me, Cynthia Mallard. Again, Studio Set Stage with me, Cynthia Mallard. You get everything that I release, as well as Media Mondays, Thespian Thursdays, even my podcast, just whatever is on my mind. Guys, many times I'm thinking about something. I've got to get it off my brain. I've got to get it off my heart. And you guys are like the perfect sounding board and audience just to receive that and give me back that love. So thank you so very much. Again, you can reach me across all social media at Cynthia Mallard, of course. And then, of course, if you want to email me, if you're that person, you're like, let me send you an email. I do that also, studiosetStage@gmail.com. And then some of you have kept my old email address, hearmetalk@gmail.com. Hear me talk at gmail.com. And that's still viable too. Of course, many of you reach me through Studio Set Stage, but I'm totally open to all channels of communication. That's what we do here on Media Mondays, right? We communicate, we convey ideas back and forth. So you have to excuse me because I think that I am coming down with a cold. I have little ones, you guys know. So those little germy hands and, their classmates or whatever, they bring it right home, don't they? Yeah, exactly. So excuse me if I have to cough or something like that, okay? So let's just get on to Media Mondays. I know you don't have a lot of time. Um, let's talk about um, what's happening right now. Let's talk about people, okay? Let's just be very real. Let's just be very candid, right? Um, People are miserable, okay? Yeah, there, I said it. People are miserable, um, and they hate you because you're not. I'll go back. I'll double back on that. People are miserable and they hate you because you're not, because you found a joy that they have yet to find. Um, with everything materialistic that they may have, um, you would think, right? You would think, oh, all of these things are amazing, right? That they buy happiness. I learned a long time ago, like my mother told me a long time ago, material things don't buy you happiness. Um, the happiness and satisfaction, self fulfillment comes from within. It doesn't matter if you're walking around with a pair of pants and you've got 10 holes in them, right? And you've got 10 cents to your bank account. If you've got joy, you've got love, and you're walking around filled with the Holy Spirit, you are richer than the man who walks around with $1 billion with gold and diamonds on. This was something that was, passed on to me from my mom. She instilled that in me when I was very, very young. And it has stayed with me. It has stayed with me. It has sustained me. And it's so appropriate now for Media Mondays because because all of us, right, we're getting our information, we're getting our communication through all these social channels, right? It's Twitter, it's IG, it's Facebook, it's Snapchat, it's all of it, right? You're on LinkedIn, you know. Um, so you may be getting lots of career things, right? You may be getting fun things, right? But you're also getting the negative, right? You're getting the negative that is just that's just consuming you. That's consuming you, right? Um, it's one negative thing. You take it in. There's two things, there's three things, there's six things, right? After a while, if you're not careful, if you're not conscious, it weighs down on you. So now here you are walking around negative, walking around miserable, right? And you don't even know why. You don't even know why, right? Now you're filled with the negativity. Now you're miserable. Now you choose to pass on you're miserable because persons who are miserable, who hate you, they don't want to, it would be nice if they just stayed to themselves, right? You're miserable. You hate yourself. So just stay to yourself. Keep your comments to yourself, but that's not how it works, right? Especially not in this world of media, online, print, PR, broadcast, on cam, behind cam. Um, People who are miserable, people who hate you, people who want to make your life a living hell, they never stay to themselves, you know? It's their job to see if they can pull you down to the level where they are. Yeah, exactly. So they'll throw stones. They'll throw stones. They'll throw arrows, and they'll hide their hand. Um, I always tell, I do a work with children. I do work with adults, as you guys know. I coach a lot when it comes to this area. And I always say, chill, relax, sit back, right? Sit back. No need to go on to social media to say or to tear a person down, right? No need to do that. Who the person is, what they're thinking, their mentality, um, and their hand, their card, right, will be shown over time, right? So always remember that. In this life, you do have to encourage yourself. You guys know that song. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself, right? It's a true song. It's a true thing. It is a thing. You heard it from Cynthia Mallard. Um, you have to do these things because there are people who are out here to seek, kill, and destroy, and you know who they follow. They are here to seek, kill, and destroy. And you have to have your guards up. You have your guards up by being positive. That is your guard. Being positive, doing you, right? Working on you. It doesn't matter if you're working on you and it seems like you're only making your progress. Maybe you're making progress every month. Maybe you're making progress every 8 months. Maybe the progress isn't made or you don't see the progress for the 5 years or 10 years or 30 years, right? It is still progress. It is progress in your mind, and it's progress in God's eyesight. Right. So we don't know what God's time is, right? We don't know what really is a day. We don't know what really is 100 years. We don't really know what's 1,000 years, right? To God, right? So your best guard against people who are miserable, those who seek out to kill and to destroy, is to remain, have your guards up. And your guard is your positivity. Your guard is your positivity. Your guard is you working on you, right? Your guard is staying focused, no matter what it looks like. It can look crazy, you know? It can absolutely look crazy. Sometimes, I'll get in a conversation with a girlfriend, who knows my history, who knows my background, right? Um, I wasn't supposed to be here. I wasn't supposed to be here on IG, on YouTube. I just wasn't supposed to be here, guys. Um, just like you, I've had tribulations in my life. Who has not? Who hasn't? Who hasn't had something that they have had to struggle through, right? That they're not happy to tell people possibly where they came from, what they had to go through, right? Um, but it is that positivity, that focus that has kept me all these years. And it continues to keep me, right? Again, we are in the business, and even those people who are outside of the business, we are in the business of conveying messages, right? Those messages can be positive or they can be negative, right? They can be uplifting or they can be to seek, kill, and destroy. That is very real. But I want you to know that positivity is very real. And positivity, focus can take you to places that you would have never, ever thought that you would have gone, right? No need to brag, no need to talk about it, no need to say, how dare you say this, right? The proof is, as my husband always says, the proof is in the pudding, right? Um, when you talk to someone, you can tell where they've been, right? That's what I learned in media. That's a really big lesson. Sometimes you can just talk to a person. Sometimes you don't need to see a resume. Sometimes what they say out their mouth is enough resume that you can tell who they are, what they are, where they're coming from, and where they are going. Yeah. So in this world of media and mass messages, um, it is best for you to stay on task, to stay focused on you and what you are trying to do, no matter if you are 40, if you are 21, if you are 70, Again, this message comes just as a reminder to you, a reminder to me that you are stronger, even bigger and better than those naysayers. You're bigger and better, and life will show you that. Life will show you that. I hear some celebrating going on. Listen, don't forget, I hope that helped you a lot. I really do. Don't forget, subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's Studio Set Stage at Gmail. Oh, sorry, Studio Set Stage here on YouTube. You can reach me, Studio Set Stage at gmail.com. Again, I hope that message just rang home for you. I love you.